Well, we're heading out record hunting today. I'm hoping I can find some rare, odd, and unique records here in this next place. I hadn't been down here in, I don't know, it may have been a couple years now. And they didn't have a whole lot then. You know, I saw some of it was, kind of interesting, just novelty stuff, like a racing record that had like Richard Petty and a couple other guys on it, and I think probably had some country tunes and some classic rock to go along with it. And seen one that looked like a Buick commercial or something that had like 3 cars on the back of it, and Donald Warwick. I can't remember the name of that album, but back then I wasn't really, 3 or 4 years ago, I wasn't in the jazz hunting mood. If I seen a popular jazz artist, of course I'd pick it up, but I've learned a lot more jazz artists in the last few years than I knew before, just seeing them and seeing that CTI label and picking it up, and then getting home and playing it, and that sounds pretty good, and then hunting more of that artist and stuff for other CTI label artists and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I'll be able to find some more stuff like that, since I wasn't actively looking for it last time. Maybe actually looking for it, they either A, have some new stuff, or B, have some old stuff that I didn't realize I wanted the last time. Figured I'd talk to you about that a little bit and show you some countryside. This trip is not quite as rural as the last trip, but as you can see off out there, there's a lot of woods that's recently been cleared. Some planted pines out that way. Well, I'll cut you guys off and tune in later. Driving a little further down, as you can see with this traffic, which it doesn't look like an area where there should be traffic, this is a common beach route. This will carry you to Panama City Beach if you'll ride about another hour. We may take a trip down there soon and look through some of their thrift stores and maybe antique stores. Today we're heading to a little town called the Funiac, or as Siri says, the Funiac. I'll let you guys decide which way you want to pronounce it. Some nice countryside out here though. If you look out, there's pastures out that way. These nice little rolling hills. Well, here we are in the town of the Funiac Springs. I'm gonna cut my camera off right now and see if we can make our way to these first antique store and see if it's still open. If not, we'll hit the one I know is still open. See you guys later. Okay, we're rolling through the back side of town here in the old downtown area. There used to be a store up here. Here's a nook and cranny. Let's stop in here and see what we find. Didn't have any luck there. So let's head to another stop. Up the road there used to be one. Not sure if it's there anymore, but we'll see. Antiques. This is where we're going. If we can figure out how to turn in. I think my turn is right. I don't know if it's here. Here's the entrance. Let's try this one. Ooh, there we go. Just did make it. All right, see you guys inside. time for the haul for this trip. I actually lost this video, so I'm re-recording it now. It's a few weeks later, but I was able to find the ones I found again. I kind of put them in order on my Discogs app. So here we go. The first one I found was Jerry Reed, the Texas Bound and Flying album. I thought this one was interesting because of, he's kind of riding the 18-wheeler like it's a bucking bull or something, which that's kind of interesting. Like there's an elephant trying to get out of the back or something. It's a really good album. Jerry Reed was a good artist to me anyway. He was a great guitarist too, so he's all the way around, actor, everything. And it had Eastbound and Down on it for the Smokey and Bandit fans out there, so it had that song on it to listen to too, and a bunch of others, Texas Bound and Flying, Sugarfoot Rag, all those. And there's the back. And it looked brand new. The inner sleeve's just paper, so really nothing to see there. Next one I found was the artwork got me on this one too. You know, I always say that I like the strange and interesting artwork and graphics they put on. So this is the Al Stewart Year of the Cat album. So as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff going on this one. You have all kinds of cat paraphernalia, I guess you could say. There's a tabby perfume, cat's whiskers, all kinds of stuff here on the front. And got Al Stewart himself here hiding on the back. And this one's a gatefold, so you got that too. Now I look like Wilson from Home Improvement. But anyway. And the vinyl on it is pretty clean too. I'm trying to remember. I think these are like $3 or $4. Good. All right. And the last one I found was Stefan Grappelli. This is he was a very famous violinist. He did a lot with Django Reinhardt back in the day. They were famous for their little duo of that era of like gypsy jazz. And this one I really liked. I listened to it a couple of times already. So it was very interesting. Not really a gatefold or nothing. Don't know. Yeah, it did have a inner sleeve. I talked about showing these inner sleeves. So I had a little story about him here. On the inner sleeve. This side had basically the set list and artists, of course, or musicians, I should say. And it had a little split on it. I actually glued that back together with a similar method that I do to the sleeves themselves, as you can see. So it's kind of preserved the original. And there's the vinyl itself and label. So I thought that one was a pretty good find. And that's pretty much all I found for this trip. Got a few more lined up already recorded. I gotta get put together, you know, try to get one up about one a week for you guys. And so I'm working on those, and hope you enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.